What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. And before we get into this video, guys, I do want to announce that I did apply for the PGR Content Creator Program to where, I would get the beta releases of the next updates. That way I could kind of go over the updates with you guys, take a look at the characters, take a look at maybe some of the new content, and give you guys my opinions on all of that, and also kind of prepare you for the upcoming updates. So, wish me luck as far as getting that. But as far as the video today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the three main characters that you're going to be starting off the game with. So this video is really going to be catered more to newer players to help them out as far as figuring out how to play a character, because PGR is a very intuitive game when it comes to gameplay with all these characters, because they all play differently, right? They all have a different way that you have to play them. But we're going to be focusing on Lucia because she is the very first character that you get. We're going to be focusing on Nanami. She's another character that you're going to get for free, and I'm going to be playing with their free-to-play builds as well. And we're also going to be focusing on Liv. Now, you do get Bianca as well. You do get a Bianca. If I can find her, you do get this character here for free through a login when you start the game, but I'm not going to be talking about her today because the video is going to be long enough as it is, just talking about these other three. So I'll start with Lucia. Now, guys, I don't really pay attention to the SS and Triple S or anything like that, guys. I'm telling you, these characters do very, very well. When I first started playing this game, right? And even when I didn't really know how to play that well or anything, these characters, I used all three of them, and they did super, super well for me. They took me very, very far in the story. I was able to start getting 6-star memories and get them leveled up quite quickly. And I just have 5-star weapons equipped on them. These are weapons that you can actually farm throughout the game. Now, when it comes to playing characters in the game, right? Now, I'm taking this video as maybe you're just brand new to the game. When it comes to playing characters in the game, what you're really mainly looking at when it comes to most characters, not all, is their core passives. This is actually what deals the most damage, at least for most characters. Core passives are different for all the characters, okay? So always keep that in mind. It's different for every one of them. But when it comes to Lucia, it is actually very simple. After every 3 ping, and you do a red after every 3 ping, then she's going to go into burst mode, okay? And this is where she's going to do the most damage. And I'll show you guys that in a second. So your main goal with Lucia is always doing a 3 ping, and then going into a red afterwards so you can go into burst mode and do more damage. That is your objective. I'm not going to go into too much detail about anything else because there's really no need to. And guys, she's not maxed out. She's not leveled up, right? She's got a little in her, but I haven't really put a whole lot in her because I leveled her up so far in the very beginning of the game. And then I started getting other characters that were just much stronger, and it's just much easier to do content. But they can definitely get it done, okay? So that's the main thing to know about her. Oh, and also, she is 80% physical, 20% fire, and her red orbs only do physical damage, her yellow orbs only do physical damage, and her blue orbs actually do fire damage, right? So that's also something to keep in mind. So maybe if you're playing in a game mode where you need fire damage, maybe you want to be proccing this more often, but it's not going to make a huge difference again for her because she is, 80% physical, 20% fire. Really, you need a higher elemental damage to really make a difference as far as doing elemental damage. So you really want to develop her around physical memories, right? This is a really good way to go, either having 2 Frederick and 4 Pattons, or 4 Pattons and 2 Darwins. And I'll talk about 5-star memories that you could actually equip to her in a little bit. And then you have Liv here, and Liv is similar to Lucia because Liv's core passive is very like you just do a 3 ping and the next red orb. So any 3 ping and then a red orb afterwards, you enter her core passive, right? And she's going to do a lot of damage. Liv is really important for your team because she actually offers a heal, right? Whenever she does her QTE. Now, for those of you that don't know, QTE stands for Quick Time Event, right? And what it is it's just a striker, right? Whenever you use your QTE, you bring in a character and they do this effect right here, right? So she actually gives you a heal. This is nutty, right? So even if you play badly, you're going to be getting a heal over and over and over with a character like Liv. Now, Liv is really usually going to be a Da Vinci holder with 2 Phillips when it comes to 6-star memories. And again, I'll talk about 5-star memories, guys, when it comes to her. Or you could just build her for, a damage dealer, and you could do the same thing like what I did with Lucia, or you could just have, 4 Pattons, 2 Darwins, 4 Pattons, 2 Frederick. That actually can work on her as well because she is 100% physical, right? And then you have Nanami. I'm going to see if I can find old Nanami. Nanami is your shredder, guys. She's a tank. And that's something else I need to mention here. This is tank. This is healer or support. and this is an attacker. So you're mainly going to keep Lucia in there most of the time because she's going to do the most damage. You'll switch between these other characters when you feel like you're in danger, and you'll also do more damage over time if you are switching your characters, at least with this team for sure. Now, this weapon you actually get for free through the game, which is actually awesome because it has a 30% chance to inflict broken armor and reduce enemy defenses by 5% for 3 seconds, and this can be stacked up to 5 times. This means it goes up to 25%. It is nice. Plus, Nanami has a knockdown effect whenever you bring her in and do her QTE. It's really nice. Okay, and Nanami is actually very simple as well because her core passive, pinging a yellow orb after a 3-ping, any 3-ping, right, you will do her core passive, right, which is a nice little spin move with her yellow orbs. So they're all really simple characters to play, okay? They're all very, very simple. With Lucia, any 3-ping and then 1 red. With Liv, any 3-ping and then 1 red. And with Nanami, any 3-ping and 1 yellow, and you can enter their core passes to where they do the most damage. I didn't even have this thing unlocked in the video, that in the runs that you guys are going to see today, right? Because I got her at triple S while your core passive skill is active, physical resistance increased by 30%, so I could have done even more damage if I would have had this unlocked. And again, I don't have a lot invested in my Nanami. I mean, her skills are not leveled up, right? They're not leveled up at all, okay? And when it comes to Nanami, guys, you really want defense shred arm. Now, you could either run like a 4-piece Da Vinci, like this, and then have, 2 Catherine's on her if you really wanted to. The Voltaire here, these sets are really good on her. And I'll talk a little bit more about that, guys, when we talk about 5-star memories. So when it comes to gameplay, let me show you how you really want to play, because again, I'm treating this video, treating you guys like you've never played this game before, or you're just not familiar with how they play, okay? So we got the team. Now, when it comes to PGR, you can actually set your starter and you can set the color here, right? And the way you always want to set your orbs, right? This is going to be for your red, this is red orbs, yellow, blue orbs, and yellow orbs, okay? Now, the thing about Lucia is because she pings her red orb, right? You ping any orb into a red. So whether I use a blue or a yellow, it doesn't really matter as long as I'm bringing in those characters, right? And I'm going to show you guys a run where I don't even have any memories on any of these characters. Nothing. And they can still get it done very, very well, especially if properly played. Now, you want to use Lucia's leadership because it does increase all attackers' constructs by 10%. And unfortunately, but it's only going to buff her. These 2 characters are not getting buffed, right? Liv's actually gives an increase to HP, and Nanami's gives an increase to defense. But this is the way you want to set it up, guys. You want to put Lucia in the center and then have Nanami and Liv in these colors. You could put Liv over in the yellow if you want to. You could put Nanami in the blue. It really is going to make a huge difference. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go into the story mode because this boss here, I just kill him so fast. It's difficult to explain exactly what you're trying to do. But we're going to jump in here. We're actually going to take on Gabriel here because we can actually stretch out the fight a little bit and explain things in a little bit more detail. All right, so let's jump in here and let's do this, guys. Spoiler alert for those that haven't fought Gabriel. All right, so when it comes to playing with your characters, guys, you always want to go into your matrix. The way that you do that is you time your dodges properly. And when you do go into your matrix, you can actually use a 1-ping that counts as a 3-ping. So with Lucia, it's any 3-ping into a red, right? Any 3-ping into a red. So we got a red, we got a yellow, we got a blue, and we're going to dodge, right? We hit our QTE, and then we go into our core passive. Now you see the little red icons and the shield at the bottom there, right? Okay, now we're going to dodge this, right? There we go, we dodge, we hit our blue, and then we hit a yellow to enter her core passive, okay? And then we use a yellow here, and then go into the red. Remember, with Liv, it's any 3-ping into a red, right? With Lucia, it's any 3-ping into a red. And then with Nanami, it's any 3-ping into a yellow, right? Very, very simple, okay? And that's how you want to play. And every time you do a 3-ping, guys, like whenever I do a yellow, I can bring in my QT that has a yellow color. Whenever I do a red, I can bring in a red that has that color. Okay? Now, we want to have a red when it comes to playing with Lucia, right? We want to have a red when it comes to playing with her. Okay, we're just trying to dodge here. Okay. And remember, when it comes to Liv, her blue orbs Oh, I got hit there. My bad. I'm gonna move the dodge. Okay. And anytime you get low on life, guys. Now watch this. So now her signature is up, right? We'll do the signature. And she's in a complete iframe. There we go. Now I should have done Nanami's blue because it actually has some and now we can do Liv's signature, right? We're gonna run away, run away, run away. We gotta get away from old boy here. Okay, we're gonna bring in Nanami. We're going to go ahead and bring up her bubble. Now, something that's cool about Nanami is that her bubble makes you completely invincible. So if you have any character in that bubble, they are completely invincible. Now, I'm not going to skip this because I don't want to use my serum for this, but that's pretty much how you want to play the team. I'm going to show you guys 2 runs against Rosetta, Boss Rosetta, where I don't use any memories, and then also with the memories that I just showed you that are equipped to them, where I use them. And this team can absolutely get it done for you guys, especially properly played. You saw how easy it was to take down Gabriel. They're not the strongest team. Obviously, there's starter team for you. They're just B rank characters, but they're really a great team to start off with whenever you're playing. Now, when it comes to memories that you can put on the characters, especially early on, let's go down to Recycle Shop, and then we go to 5-star memories. Okay, so these memories here actually increase your basic attack. So you really only want to put 2-piece on them. 4-piece guys really isn't that great, but a 2-piece is all right for any one of these characters, right? Because it's going to increase your basic attacks. Whenever you do your orbs, it's not going to increase the damage as far as your orbs are concerned, but it will increase your basic attacks. Okay, this is a nice little memory for whenever you have a 2-piece for each orb pig, extra damage bonus increases by 2% for 3 seconds. So it's a nice little set that you can actually use on Lucia if you really want to, or any one of the characters as far as damage dealers, because it's actually going to increase their damage. That's actually really, really nice. And then if you have a 4-piece, if you have trouble dodging, you can actually enter the Matrix on a 3 ping. Not really recommending a 4-piece. I think a 2-piece would be really good. Now, this one here is really only going to be useful on someone like Lucia because she is 20% fire. And you do get some free Ikes, right? So with a 2-piece, extra damage bonus increases by 2% and elemental damage increases by 4%. So it is a nice little set as far as, increasing your damage. But even a 4-piece set, like for Lucia, you could give her like 2 of those Irwins or 2 of those Aphies, and then 4 of these if you really want to. When dealing elemental damage, you have 50% chance to inflict burn, electrocute, frost, and corruption. Depending on the element, lasts 5 seconds and has an 8-second cooldown on the same unit, right? You could give her a 4-piece, a 2-piece, but when it comes to these 5-star memories, guys, you really don't want to be leveling them up unless they're going to be memories that you're going to use a lot in the future, like the Voltaire and the Gloria. These are going to be very relevant in the future for you, but like the Ike, the Aphies, the Irwins, no, these are going to be irrelevant later down the road. You're not even going to use them, but the Richelieu can still be very useful. The Samantha can be very useful, right? The Voltaire is going to be one that you want to put on your Shred character, so your tank, Nanami. You really want to put these on Nanami. You can give her a 4-piece or 2-piece. I mean, whenever you first start playing the game, you just got to play with whatever you get, right? Whatever memories you're getting, and you will be getting some of these Voltaires. But if you have a 2-piece on Nanami, it's really going to help your defense shred, along with the defense shred that she already has from her blue orbs. Remember, her blue orbs actually lowers the defenses. And then the Gloria is really just for characters that have elemental. It's not going to be that beneficial on any of these characters because 2 of them are 100% physical, and 1 of them is only 20% fire. So it's not going to be really that beneficial. This one here is only going to be good on Liv because whenever you get a heal, the next heal effect crits targets physical damage by 8%. So whenever you use this memory on Liv and you bring her in, you use your QTE and you bring her in, this bonus damage actually goes to Lucia or the main attacker that you're using at the time. And this one here is actually good if you're using Elemental. It's not going to be the greatest right now because, again, these 2 characters are 100% physical and one is 80% physical. But, I mean, it can be somewhat beneficial, but this is only going to be a useful set on your Liv. And then Mozart actually is a cool little set because whenever you have a 2-piece set, your bonus increases by 15%. So if you had an Aphi set, like 2 of those Aphis, which you can go into the Matrix immediately, you would get this extra damage by 15%. But if you dodge properly, you go into your Matrix without the Aphi, and you still get this increased damage by 15%. Nice little set that you could actually put on them. So like as far as recommendations, guys, whenever you're first starting off, I mean, you want to put as little investment in these characters as possible because you're trying to save as many resources as you can for your future S rank characters. You really want to just put as little as, like whenever I first started playing, I didn't do anything to Lucia, Liv, or Nami. I just leveled them up, right? But I didn't level up their memories at all. I really tried not leveling up any kind of memories for them and just pushing through the story mode as much as I could. And if I did end up needing a little extra damage, maybe I would slap an Irwin on my main damage dealer and just use my other characters as QTE characters, right? But the character that you're using as your main damage dealer, which is going to be Lucia in this case, is the one you really want to focus on. So 2 Irwins, 4 Ikes on her, or 2 Irwins, 2 Ikes, 2 Aphis would actually be really good on her. Not bad at all. Again, the Voltaire, you'd really want to put those on Nanami, the Richelieu, the Samanthas. Going to want to slap those on Liv. And I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with a couple runs. The first run you're going to see is with no memories equipped to the team at all. And then the second run is going to be with the memories equipped, just so you can see the difference with having leveled up memories. But again, guys, when it regards these 3 characters, you really don't want to be leveling up memories for them per se. You want to save your resources for your S rank characters. So hopefully this will help some of you beginners out there. Let me know if it does. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.